Sup dudes, I'm Nate Heater.
And I'm Frank Lamontia.
And we are the Sup Dudes. Coming at you from my car in a parking lot at a movie theater. You know what that means with me. Say it with me, everybody. Movie review time. Woo! And with this review, we go into the danger zone because this week, or this video I should say, because they don't come out weekly anymore.
Correct.
This video we take a look at Top Gun Maverick. I think it's the actual
Maverick,
full title.
Yep.
Yep, Top Gun Maverick. Just want to make sure I got my full title right. Mm-hmm. And of course, it stars Maverick himself.
Right. Tom Cruise.
All right, and then it also
reprises
stars
his role as Maverick, the fighter pilot from the original Top Gun.
Because you can't have Top Gun without Tom Cruise.
And also, returning is Val Kilmer as Iceman in a very interesting role, which we'll keep as a surprise.
Does that mean he's the Iceman cometh?
Shut up. All right.
So, basically about the movie, because we don't want to give too many spoilers about who's in it, Maverick is brought back to teach the newest class of Top Gun graduates?
Well, not exactly. He's brought back to Top Gun after he... well, we don't want to destroy the surprise here, but
Yep.
He's insubordinate as usual.
Yep.
And instead of getting kicked out, he gets brought back to Top Gun for some reason. You'll find out later as to why he was
Brought back.
saved like that. But he was brought back to Top Gun for a special assignment. It was to get the best of the best, as they keep saying throughout the movie. The best crew of airmen to train for a very special, very dangerous mission.
I don't know why it went off on my end, but whatever. We'll keep it.
Okay.
We do it live.
Yes. So.
No.
Yeah, we had to revive the
camera a little bit.
camera.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it's kind of hard to tell you more of the story without ruining it. So he's training this crew of the top fighter pilots from Top Gun, and things as things happen with the the upstarts, the young upstarts, and the old guard. They hit heads. They
It's Top Gun.
they have growing pains, learning from each other and stuff. Anyway, long story short, they make it through the training, and then they have to go on this mission. Now the question is, will they be successful, and will they return? So that's the big mystery. So, thoughts about the movie in general?
Yep, that's the movie in general. So, I haven't seen, and I know people are going to hate me in the comments if we ever have commenters.
I already hate them.
Yeah, I haven't seen the original Top Gun, so I was kind of going in blind. So, basically in this situation, Frank was my goose, being my eyes for the movie for the first Top Gun. Mm-hmm. And actually, it kind of works out this way, because I drive everywhere. You're my wingman.
I'm his wingman.
Even though, aren't the age, whatever. Well, ages are later.
No, it doesn't matter.
So, I guess I'll go first, because I don't know a lot about the first Top Gun. Frank could go into a lot more detail about it. I love the movie. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a very well done, action-packed movie without going too over the top for Top Gun, if that makes sense. Because, of course, like Tom Cruise movies, Mission Impossible, Jack Reacher, Top Gun, they all go way over the top. But I think this was just enough for the top. I don't know how to say that. It sounds really weird. But, of course, explosions, Top Gun, fighter pilots in their planes. I cannot speak today. And good acting overall. I mean, I don't think there was one actor or character that I really hated. Now, don't get me wrong. There's characters in the movie you hate, but you hate them because you hate the character. You don't hate the actor for being a bad actor.
Yeah, the acting's good. Some of the characters are not terribly pleasant.
No, and again, you want to hate them because they're doing a good job of hating them.
It's part of the story.
So, I don't really have a whole lot to say without ruining. I'm just going to tap the screen again. I don't have a lot to say without ruining the movie. I mean, again, if you're into action, if you like the first Top Gun, I'm going to just jump ahead to say that. It's a definite must-watch. Mm-hmm. And for someone who hasn't seen the first Top Gun, they did a pretty good job explaining what happened in the first one, whether or not be what they said to recap everything, but they would show a lot of flashbacks, and that really helps out for the people who haven't seen the first one.
Filled in the story.
Exactly, and that's a big help for something like that. So, Frank.
So, I did see the first Top Gun. I did like it. It was done really well, and this one, it didn't fail to meet that bar that the first movie set.
Can I add one thing quickly?
Sure.
I feel like they gypped us because at one point none of the characters in the movie said, "I feel the need for speed." I feel as though that could have been a nice callback, but go ahead.
I guess, but I think it would have been cheesy. But anyway,
everything else is cheesy.
For it's an action movie, so you expect a lot of action, and like Nate said, it was not over the top. I mean, it was.
It's hard to say it's not over the top.
It's over the top as far as the subject matter. I mean, you're talking about jet fighters and aircraft carriers and stuff. That's over the top to begin with.
Yeah.
And but they handled it really well. They didn't go overboard with it.
No.
No pun intended. They didn't go overboard with it. It was used wisely and, not just gratuitously. Ooh, I got that out.
Ooh. You can speak today.
But it was, and the training was really interesting. It was not. It was similar to the first one, but with a lot more intensity. And for those of you who saw the first one, it's just a lot of action. Kept my interest. Of course, there's a love interest thrown in.
Of course, and, it's Tom Cruise.
But all in all, really solid movie. A lot of good action. Couple surprises, and that's all I can say. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot of bads, and again, I don't want to give away too much about this movie because I think it's a definite. You must watch this movie.
Yeah.
And we usually save that for after the ratings, but in my opinion, it's so good that it's got to come out right away that you have to see this movie on the big screen. So, since I keep mentioning we should see it, why don't we rate it?
Yes, let's rate it.
Go ahead. I was gonna have you go first because you saw the first one, so
I don't wanna influence you.
No, I'm not influenced. I have a score in my head. I have my prediction. No, okay. Magic joke or magicians.
I don't really have any bads, but for some reason I don't want to give it a 10.
Of course not.
It just wasn't that kind of movie that like wow. It was really good though. I'm gonna give it a 9, a solid 9. Yes, it is a really good movie. Gotcha.
I agree, not with your score, but I'm pretty darn close to your score.
Okay. I'm
gonna say 8.75. I'm that one person that's like. It seems like I'm always the one that's giving like the weird scores, but at the same time, 3/4 is not a weird score, really.
I guess.
I mean, I gave.
You're just worried about the top 10 list.
I gave Nobody like a 9 something, and to be fair,
the movie Nobody.
Yeah, Nobody.
He's not saying he never gave that score.
Yeah, no. I gave the movie called Nobody a 9 something, and I think that was a lot better of a movie than Top. Actually, you know what? No. Screw this. 9. We'll bump it up to a 9. The more that I think about this movie as I'm talking about it, the more I think it deserves it. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. I think Maverick, Top Gun, is movie of the year or movie of the season for us.
So far.
I think I don't know, I'm not even gonna say so far. I think there's not gonna be a movie that we're gonna see that's gonna top it.
Hey, never say never.
And I'm gonna call it right now and say Maverick is top 10 or number 1, sorry. Movie of season 2.
Well, it is actually right now, yeah.
Yeah. And also I think it's going to be taking our like number 3 spot overall because we have season 1 and season 2. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is our 10th movie of season 2.
Maybe.
So if it is, you'll see a top 10 score right now. If it isn't, forget everything I just said. That'll be the next one.
And in case you haven't figured out, we scored this movie an average of 9.
Yeah. Oh, what's our average score? They didn't need that. It's 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's 9 and 9. So.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Do we recommend this movie?
Of course we do.
We imagine it how often.
Of course we recommend it on the big screen because of all the sound and... Oh! I know what could bump the movie up, but we're gonna leave it at 9. The soundtrack is phenomenal.
Oh my god, yeah.
A lot of great songs. So
I like how they open with the main song of Top Gun, like the most memorable one. I think it's a nice way to bring the series back.
Yeah.
Or not series, but to bring the franchise back or whatever.
All right.
Well,
So
with that being said, I'm Nate Heater.
and I'm Frank Lamontia.
And we are the Subdudes. So long.